mess around with another man. I'm gonna shoot my lady. You know I'm gonna mess around with another man. And I'll get into you.
Hey guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in today's video I'm going to show you an excerpt from the lesson I did on Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix. This was kindly requested and supported by Elliot, so big thanks goes out to him for the support. This version is based on the BBC studio sessions that Jimmy did, I believe, in 1967 in London, if I'm not mistaken. And it's basically a transcription of the note for note of the entire version. And like I said, this is going to be just an excerpt from the lesson. The full lesson is available at GuitarForce.com. All of the links are going to be in the description box down below. But with the download, you'll be getting the full lesson, obviously, video lesson. The backing track, which is taken from Monterey with the original vocals, but without the guitar, and it fits perfectly with this version as well. And also all of the tabs in PDF format, and also I'll have a full entire playthrough of the entire song, which I'm going to also post onto my other channel. All of the links are going to be in the description box down below. If you're interested, please check them out. Also, on Jimi Hendrix's note, just want to mention, if you haven't had a chance to check out my course on Jimmy's style of playing, which is called Get Experienced. It's a huge course in 2 parts. More than 4 hours of me explaining Jimmy's style of playing. I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video. Just going to leave you also the link to the explanation of the entire course. All of the links are going to be in the description box down below. If you're interested, please check them out. We're going to be in half-step down tuning on all the strings. And for the sound, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig as usual. I'm going to show you the picture of the preset right now. And while you are checking it out, I'm going to play you my low E string, which is in E flat. So you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so before we start breaking down the song, just want to mention a couple of things. So, first of all, regarding the structure of the song, it has basically the same chord progression. So it's C to G, D to A to E. And it just plays constantly this chord progression. So I call this one of these chord progressions round. And basically the verse consists of 4 rounds. The first verse, the second one is also 4 rounds, and so on and so forth. We're going to start off with the intro, and then we're going to get into the verses. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to just play once a round, then we're going to break it down, then I'll play it once again, and then we move on to the next one. So we're going to start off with the intro first. I'm going to play it through, and then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Okay, so here we start off with a slide on the B string from the 3rd fret to the 5th, and it's a grace note, meaning it's a quick slide. And also at the same time we're playing the high E string open, so you get this sound. So you go slide into the 5th fret, then back to the 3rd, while the high E is ringing out. And then we have on the G string again a quick slide from the 4th fret to the 2nd, open G string, sorry. Then we go to the 2nd fret on the D string. So it's then we're gonna basically arpeggiate the E power chord. So when you get to the 2nd fret on the D string, then you add the octave, the low E, and then you play the rest of the chord, the E major chord. Then we have this part. So here we have It's like a triad or a power chord. So it's a G power chord, but we also add the fifth, the D notes at the bottom, so on the bass note. So you get this triad, which is 5th fret on the A and the D strings, and then you have 7 on the G. And before that, we hit the low E string open, kind of like a passing note, and then you slide into this first triad. Then you have again open low E, then repeat the chord, then you go down 1 fret, same shape, and then you move down 2 frets to the E. So you basically go from G, F sharp, E. Then you add the low E string, just pick a couple of strings. When you get to the E chord, you can also just leave the 4th fret of the G string here. It's just an octave of the B note, like that. And then we have this little lick. So it's a it's a double stop on the 7th fret of the D and the G strings, and you hammer onto the 9th fret of the D, and then you pick the G string again while you get this double stop. So basically it's okay, so hammer on, then you pick the G string, then you play again the hammer on, and then G string, D string, 9th fret, and slide out. Basically you're playing these notes and let them ring out, like that. And then we get into the verse. So one more time, the intro, a little bit slower, is gonna go like this. Okay, so that's the intro. Now we get into the verse, and like I said, we're gonna break it up into rounds. So first I'm gonna play through the first round, then I'm gonna break it down. So it goes like this. Okay, so here we start off with the C major chord. Now Jimmy would vary the shape of the chord. So once he would play it as with the open strings, like that. Sometimes he would play it as the kind of like a bar chord. So it doesn't really matter. You can vary it, and he varies it. When he was playing it, he would vary different shapes. So whatever is most comfortable to you, you can use that. But let's just start with let's say with the open strings chord, like that. So you basically arpeggiate the chord, right? Then we go to the G. So the G is usually this kind of shape, the classical kind of bar. But of course, Jimmy was using the thumb around the neck like this, because he would use his pinky on other strings. Anyway, so we get to the G chord, and also keep in mind that the rhythm is always changing. So he would play 8th notes, combination of 16th notes and 8th notes, quarter notes and stuff like that. So don't try to play exactly with the rhythm that is written out in the tabs. It's just to show you a different variations, but you can pick however you want, as long as you're changing the chords at the right time. You're totally fine. So the C chord again, G. So here we have a little slide on the low E string from 5th to 7th, and we get to the D chord, and again he would a lot of times he would you know, play the bass note first and then the rest of the chord like that. So from the slide we get to the D note, arpeggiate it, hit the chord. You can also see some of the strings open. That means that, you know, when you're changing the positions, you open up, your right hand is still playing, so you get this kind of passing notes, the open strings. So from the D we go to the A. So in this position right here, you can play it here, you can play it here, and he would play also again kind of like a major chord, or sus 4 with the open G string. So, and then after that he goes to the E chord. So, and again for the E chord, either this position right here or here, but in this instance he would play, he would just go to the single note in this case on the fifth string, and then you add the rest of the chord, kind of like a power chord, major chord, and then he would play again similar thing that we did in the intro, and he would play with these double stops, or sometimes even 3 strings with the hammer-ons. So from the 7th fret on the D and the G strings, you hammer on onto the 9th fret of the D string, and then you pick the rest of the triad like this. Okay, so once hammer on, then you pick the 7th fret double stop, then again hammer on, and then so here 2/16th note, 7th fret, hammering on onto the 9 on the G string. Right, and then we are back to the power chord, and then we have this lick. So it's 5/7 on the A string. I'm sorry, on the low E string. 5th fret on the A, back to low E7. And then you have a grace note, quick hammer on 5 to 7 on the A, back to the 5th fret, low E7, and slide out like that. So that's the first round. One more time, the whole thing. Just to let you know, I'm explaining the first round in very like small details, but later on I'm not going to be doing that, because we're going to repeat a lot of things, and what I said about the rhythm and also the double stops and stuff like that, they're going to be repeated later on, so I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. Alright, so back to the beginning of the first round of verse number 1 is going to go like this. Alright guys, so that was it for this part. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to continue learning the entire song, check out the link in the description box down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again, and as always, let the force be with you.